Good morning, boys and girls. So today we're making a flip-flop box. You're going to need two of everything practically. So two of the dark orange, two of the light, two of the wide strips, and then two of the skinny strips. These are going to be for the part where your toe is. And then you need one colored piece. All right, so the most important thing is your feet have to be facing this direction. It can't be backwards. Okay, otherwise the colored part won't be in the right place. So make sure it's facing this direction. Then you're going to glue together the two long ones. Be sure that you fold down all the little teeth as straight as you can. And remember to do a good crease like this. The neater the crease, the nicer your box is going to look. Okay, you don't want to see things popping out over here. Like right here, this one pops out just a teeny bit. I could just go back and push it back in a little bit more. Okay, if you want to be that exact. All right, so to attach these, you're going to get the side that has like a missing tooth, and you're going to put glue there. And then you get the other one, and you're just going to put it right on top so that they're nice and straight and the teeth kind of keep matching the pattern. Okay. And you're going to do the same thing to the skinnier rows. I'm going to push all the teeth down now. Remember, look for the notch. Put the glue, and then finish the pattern. Okay, now the dark orange one is going to go on the bottom. Now remember, since this is a box, you have to be sure that the bottom one is smaller than the lid, because if it's bigger, then the lid won't fit on top. So be very careful about that. And then what I would do is I'm going to just put glue all along the edge here. Okay, and be generous. And then you're going to get this, and you have to match it all the way around. So I'm going to make sure that the ending part is going to end up where the heel is at, down here. I don't want it on the side because then it's not going to look as pretty. So I'm going to start here at the end where the heel is. I'm just going to start putting the teeth down and kind of bending it as I go. And make sure the teeth are sticking. If you need to add more glue, feel free to add more glue because you don't want the box falling apart. Yeah, see, I don't think I put enough glue all the way around. Let me just add a few more. Just lift the teeth and stick the glue underneath. And remember, you don't have to worry about if it looks pretty or not because this one is going to go right on top, so you will be able to see all the teeth. Okay, and just keep checking the side to make sure that it's matching the edge. Okay, I'm going to turn this around. And keep going around the flip-flop. Okay, do you see how I'm trying to match? Okay, and then when you get to the end, just put glue here. Oops, sorry, you can't see that. Just put glue on the end, on the outside part. And put glue underneath these teeth too. And then you're just going to tuck it inside of the heel. Sorry, I'm trying to make it so you can see. Go inside like that. Now this part has to be really flat because otherwise the lid won't fit over it. So make sure you're pinching it together till it dries. See how it's sticking out a little bit? I'm going to pinch and hold it to make sure it's going to be nice and flat. And if I need to add glue, I can. And then I'm going to go to the other end because that one's sticking out a little bit. So I'm going to add a little more glue right to the edge. A little more glue. I'm going to pinch. If I get too much glue, that's okay. Just wipe it off with your finger and then use it for down here too. Okay. Then you're going to get this foot, and remember, it has to be facing this direction, not that direction. You have to make sure all the feet are going the right way. Just going to put glue on the back, and then I stick it inside. And that'll help guide my box. Okay, now my top part here, I don't know if you can see, it's a little bit bent, which means it's a little bit too large. So I have two choices. I could just trim it, or I can squish it. So I'm going to trim it just a little bit. I'm going to pull it up. Remember, follow the same line though. Don't just cut a straight line. Okay, that looks better. Okay, I'm going to hold it down so that it's nice and stuck together. All right, so there's the bottom of my flip-flop. Now for the top of my flip-flop, let me put that to the side. I'm going to glue the two strips here. So the way you do this is you put one end in this hole and then just fold it, like make a little fold, like a tab. And then you're going to hold that. I'm holding that in while I put it in the other hole. And I'm also going to make a little tab. Okay, so I'm going to pinch it together so it's a nice flat tab. Okay, and then I'm going to add glue. And for my middle one, I'm going to add glue too. And then there's one side of your flip-flop. Then you go ahead and do the other side. So put it in, make a tab. You guys are tab experts now, right? Put this one through the hole. Make a tab again. Oops, I want to hold it on to that. Okay, and then we're going to glue those down. On that side. And one on this side. Okay, and then just press it down so it gets nice and flat. And then this one is going to go on top of the orange one. This is going to be the cover. And go all around. Be generous with the glue because you don't want them falling off. Okay, when you remember, make sure the foot is facing this direction again. You're going to put this one on top. And if you match it, it leaves just a teeny tiny border around the edge. You see that? And you really have to press, especially where the tabs were at. Make sure you're pressing nice and hard so it sticks. Okay, so this is the tricky part, so please look carefully. So my flip-flop, the one with the decoration, is facing with the curve going this way, right? Because it's going to go on top, so it has to match the bottom. This one, however, though, I'm going to turn the other way, the opposite way. Do you see how those are opposite now? Because this one is going to go underneath this one. So that's why it has to be backwards. Okay, so we're going to go this way. I know it seems strange. Okay, so I'm going to put glue on the back. Okay, and then this time I'm going to go around. That's my little edge. So I'm wrapping it underneath, makes it a little bit easier. Now don't glue the final part until you've tested it on the bottom part to make sure that the lid's going to fit. And so there, I'm pushing all of that down. Okay, now I'm going to flip it over and I'm going to see if it fits my lid here. And remember, it's okay that this is here because we're covering it with the colored part later. Okay, so I made sure that goes on top. And when I glue it around, I'm going to mark it with my finger. So this is where it ends so that the cover will fit. So I'm going to just hold it like that and I'm going to put the glue. the glue on these last tabs there too. Remember, hold it for just a second or two because this is the important part. You don't want that pulling apart when you're trying to put the lid on. Okay. Okay, then you're going to flip it over, and this is where you put the pretty part. Okay, and you put the glue on, and on top. And I'm lifting up so I can pinch it, okay, the top and the bottom. Okay, and now I have a flip-flop box. Looks like that on the side. And you can put whatever your souvenirs or special things that you have at home. Thank you.